Hey guys, I'm back with a new TalkTech video. On today's TalkTech video, we're going to do the top 5
worst selling gadgets of all time.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Now the first product on this top 5 list is, you guessed it, the Blackberry Playbook. Blackberry was so hyped up about how the Playbook could play high definition videos with the HDMI port and stuff that they forgot to mention that it didn't even come with a calendar app or native mail apps. Of course, in order to cover this, the company said that it was a glaring security feature. Okay, if you're gonna make something bad, at least own up to it and put out a software update so you can get native apps. Yeah, that's why this is in the top 5 of the worst selling gadgets of all time. Let's just move on to the next one. Next up is the Nokia Ngage. Honestly, that is a disgrace to all mobile games and smartphones out there. If you were to put that up to your phone, it had to be sideways, like a taco. Yeah, a taco. Not even mentioning the price point, in order to put out new games into the machine, you had to take out the cover and the battery and then put it in. That is stupid. Stupid. Let's just move on to number 3. So, the Microsoftmsn Direct smartwatches were kind of ahead of their time. Microsoft collaborated with Fossil and Swatch in order to create these bulky things with an e-ink display. At least I got that right. It could get stock quotes and news and weather, all this stuff. But in order to use the watch, on top of the cost of actually paying for the watch, you have to pay $10 a month. That's right, $10 a month for something that you can basically just take out your phone and get the same exact information. But I have to give them props for something. They gave the required information. Blackberry Playbook.
Hey.
Don't talk back to me. Now let's just move on to number 2. Next up is the Microsoft Zune. Hey, 2 Microsofts in a row. They must really suck. Now Microsoft originally created this device in order to make a dent in the iPod market. Fortunately, they weren't very successful, mainly because they didn't have a video store at first, and because their Zune to Zune feature didn't work very well. For one thing, you have to have the music that you had for 3 days, and you'd have to have it 3 times acquired. And you have to be fairly close to the other person with the Zune, so once again, promises that they could not keep. Thanks, Microsoft. Although that they created the Zune HD after this, which was pretty cool, it didn't really change the franchise. It was still plummeting. They couldn't save it. And but I think it was pretty lucky that we kept some of the same design to Zune HD, because the design was pretty cool, you know, when it came to Windows Phone. Also, a dying franchise. Let's move on to number 1. Now, number 1 on the list, you guessed it, the Nexus Q. You probably remember this device, because it only came out about 3 years ago, but it was kind of like an early version of the Chromecast, but worse and 10 times the price. Google hyped it as the social streaming media player, and you use your Android phone or tablet, as well as maybe your friends, and you basically use that as a remote to operate the TV. Seems simple enough, right? Maybe not. For one thing, it could only play Google-specific music, so anything, you can only get stuff that you found from the Google Play Store. That's right, no iTunes. Anyway, not only that, but the Nexus Q looked like a Death Star. Okay, fine, that was pretty cool. But it was 3 times the price of an Apple TV, a Roku at the time. I mean, obviously this was all before Chromecast and other TV sticks. But, I mean, still, $300. Google, what the hell were you thinking? Yeah, what were you thinking? Now, before we end off this top 5, I want to give a special thanks to AOTech. You can click over there to go to the channel. They're a really great YouTube channel, and both of us were just trying to make it in the YouTube world, get some subscribers. So I just wanted to give an honorable mention to AOTech. Check it out over there. If you liked what you saw, hit the like button below. If you want to see more videos like this, and if you want to see more action of me, hit it right over there. Otherwise, comment any other things that you wanna see in the next video, or any other things that you want to talk to me about. I'll see you next time.